Hi, today we're just going to do a full body stretch. All these stretches will be held for between 15 to 30 seconds. I've got Jill here, she's going to stretch out, she's just done a full body workout. So we're going to, all the stretches will be done on the mat and they're all quite relaxing.
Stopping session.
So we have one of these, you can use a dressing gown or anything, it's just to help the stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to lie down. I'm just going to put my timer on so I can time. Do I need my shoes
Starting
on?
session.
You can take them off if you like, I'll leave them on, it's entirely up to you. So, come up and we're going to lift our legs up and we have the rope and we're just going to point our toes slightly down so you can feel the stretch in the back of your legs, your hamstrings, your calf, and we're going to hold this stretch for 30 seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our right foot on the floor. We're going to keep our left foot up. We're going to pull a little bit tighter. Point our toe down, and this is going to be a really deep stretch. So I'm quite tight because I've been training the legs a lot. I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds. If you want a more relaxing stretch, you can mute the sound and just follow the video and listen to the music in the background. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this leg and we're going to bring it over our body, and we're going to bring it over the body so you'll feel the stretch. Pull the rope a little bit so you're lifting the leg and pulling it up towards you, and we're going to look over the opposite. So put your other hand on, Jill. Yep, that's perfect. Put this hand out like this and look over your left shoulder. Can you feel this full body stretch? You can. It's so important to stretch. And then what we're going to do, we're going to transition to the other side. So we swap hands, get the rope with the other hand, pull over and look over the other side. And we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. You should feel this stretch in your inner thighs. And if you want a little bit more, you can pull on the rope a little bit. And you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch, but don't overdo it. It shouldn't be painful. It should just feel a nice stretch. Then we are going to swap legs. So we swap legs, we put the opposite leg in, and then we'll pull on it. Oh, I am really tight in my hamstrings. This is the tightest I've been for ages. Oh, I normally get quite far count a day. So we're just going to point the toe down, stretch all down the leg. And we're just going to do the same again on this side. I always put a timer on because if I leave it in myself to count 30 seconds, it'll not be 30 seconds, it'll be more like 10. So then what we're going to do is grab it with one hand, yeah, and look, other hand comes out, and then, yeah, look over your shoulder. You can put this leg flat on the floor, Jill. There we go, that's good. Where do you feel that stretch?
The top of me?
Yeah.
All up my leg.
Look.
It's all over my body. I love doing this stretching.
Some people don't stretch, but it's so important. And then we're going to transition to the other side. So other hand grabs hold of the rope. You can use anything, a belt, a dressing gown rope, or you ease of Amazon. And then look over your side and pull it. You'll probably notice one side will be probably tighter than the other. We're going to incorporate a little bit of abdominals in with this stretching as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to release the legs. We're going to come in, we're going to hug the knees in, and we're just going to slowly rock from side to side. And just think about the lower back, the muscles that protect the spine. And we are just massaging the lower back. You can do go into little circles, one way and then the other. Excellent, nice massage. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the legs and drop them to the right and look over the left shoulder and push down. So you should feel the stretch. I feel the stretch more where I'm tight, so I'm tight here. So in the top of my glutes, I really feel this stretch. Depending on where you're tight, you'll feel it. And I also feel it on my back as well. So 30-second stretch. And then we're just going to alternate to the other side. So we're going to get the legs, we're going to bring them to the opposite side, and then look over at the opposite side. Now this is the side I am really tight on. I'm actually going for a massage soon because I try to lift some drawers out of my son's room without emptying the drawers out. And my lower back was a bit aching and now it's down my hips a bit. So I need a nice massage. See, I know how to lift properly, but I sort of drag them. You can't do that, you need to protect your back. Right, so what we're going to do now, when we're lying on our back in this position, we're going to do a little bit abs. So it's ab stretching, so we're going to bring one leg out, we'll come in and just touch the knee as far, we'll bring the knee as far as you can. Some people touch the nose, depending on if you've got long legs, short body, some people might just get here. Just wherever you can, we're just going to touch and we're going to hold 15 seconds and swap over. Then we're going to come down, we're going to do a full body stretch, so bring your arms out, legs point down and just slowly stretch, because what we're going to do is we're going to slowly roll it up. Try and keep your legs down, it is so difficult this. Slowly roll it up. My legs come up a little bit. And then we're just going to hug. Come in as far as you can, you might come to here depending on if people with long legs really struggle to touch the toes. And we're just going to hold the toes and just look up. Excellent. And then what we're going to do, we're going to slowly bring it back down into the full body stretch. So slowly down, keep your abs in tight, down and full body stretch, deep breath. And we're going to do 2 more. So up, abs in tight, up. And stretch, look forward. Excellent. Then slowly engage the abdominals. Nice. Bring it down. Full body stretch. One more time. So roll. Oh, I just come up a tiny bit there. If you don't remember it all, that is excellent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cross our legs. Adjust that a little bit like that. We're going to cross our legs. Right. And then we're going to put one hand at the side. We're going to put one hand over. And we should feel the stretch all in our sides. I've cut you out of the angle of the video, but
Worry.
and then we're going to look over, and this should be a lovely stretch up the side. And then we're going to come down into the middle, stretch it down like so, and we're going to hold this. Some people might be able to get the elbows on the floor. You feel it on your lower back, the top of your glutes. And we're going to hold this stretch. This stretch is quite uncomfortable for me because I'm so tight. I'm just going to hold this for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do the opposite side. So stretch, look up, and stretch as far as you can. You might be able to come down a little bit further, as long as you can feel the stretch on here. Stretch on here, stretch on your sides. And then we're going to come into a nice back stretch. So we're going to come down. And then we're going to, your forehead might touch the floor. Nice back stretch. We're going to do a bicep stretch. So we're going to bring our hands, if you can, bring them, turn your hands the opposite way, come forward. Just lean into it, keep your core engaged. Then we're going to do a shoulder stretch. So we're going to get our right hand, our left hand, and thread it through. And we're going to hold it. We're going to hold it for 15 seconds, and then we're going to transition to the opposite side. Opposite side. Excellent, keep holding.
Session complete.
It's in session complete. We're not, we've still got 2 more stretches to do. So we still have to stretch the abdominals and the triceps. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come down, and then we're going to lift up, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Now can you feel that in your abdominals too? 15 minutes stretching, and we've done the full body. So we've done the hamstrings, glutes, quads, abs, shoulders. Right, we're going to come up. We're going to do a tricep stretch. So, get your left arm, bring it up, and just hold it a bit out of the camera angle. So we're going to get it, hold it, and we're going to hold it for 15 seconds, and then transition to the opposite side and opposite side. Should feel a lovely stretchy. I trained triceps yesterday, so this is very sore. Now when you strengthen, right, that's us done. I'm just going to go over the importance of stretching again. When you strengthen your body, your muscles sometimes become tight, and strong muscles are good for your mobility, but we also need to stretch as well. So like if you see big bodybuilders, they're strong and fit and they can lift stuff, but they're not very mobile. They can't like do this sort of things. They can't like, you know, like they're not very. So it's about trying to get everything in. So strength training to strengthen your body, which is the weights, cardio, which is cleaning, walking, running, like stuff like that. To get your heart rate up a couple of times a day, just doing something that gets your blood flowing, and also stretching is all part of being fit and healthy as well as your diet. So it's not just one thing and neglecting the other. You have to do a little bit of everything.